Hi, welcome to another Tasty Tuesday on Kristie's A+ Cooking. Today, J is for jam. And today's featured recipe is my Raspberry Almond Shortbread Cookies. Let's get started. This recipe is one of my most requested recipes, and it only has 5 ingredients. We're going to start off with a cup of unsalted butter. You can also use regular butter. And I'm going to mix it till it's soft. And then I'm going to add 2/3 cup of sugar. This time I'm going to put my splatter shield on. And you're just going to mix it till it's nice and blended. I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of almond flavoring. And 2 cups of flour. If you wanted to make it a gluten-free cookie, you could probably just use almond flour, since it's an almond flavored. And I'm going to need to put that splatter shield back on. The original recipe calls for refrigerating that for an hour before you make the cookies. But one time I didn't have enough time to do that, so I didn't refrigerate them, and they actually turned out better. So it's nice and mixed in. And then we're gonna roll them into balls and fill them with jam. To make the cookies, you're gonna take a small cookie scoop, yes, mine's a Pampered Chef, and you take your dough and roll it into about a 1-inch ball. I tend to make them a little bit big, so a little bit bigger than the recipe says. And then you're gonna take your thumb and press down so it leaves a dent. And then you're gonna take your raspberry jam. My favorite is Smucker's Raspberry Preserves. I've tried sugar-free jams and it just doesn't work. It melts and they don't look pretty. And then you're going to bake them for 12 to 14 minutes in a 350 oven. I baked the cookies for 14 minutes and they were lightly brown around the edge. And while they're cooling off, I'm going to make the glaze. You're going to take 1 cup of powdered sugar and measure out 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. And I just put in part of it. And then I'm also going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of almond flavoring. And you're going to want your glaze to be not really thin, but about that consistency. You just mix it till it's blended. Now that the glaze is nice and smooth, I'm going to fill my Pampered Chef drizzler. And then I'm going to drizzle it over the cooled cookies. Here is today's recipe. I'm just gonna drizzle the frosting across the cookies, and then they just set up and you can serve them. These cookies actually have a fun history behind them. I got this recipe when a family from Vermont made them for a bake sale, and then I made them for the first time for my parents' 50th anniversary, and they've been a favorite of many people since. If you're enjoying my videos, be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell all your family and friends about it. Thanks for watching Tasty Tuesday, and I'll see you next week.